Hello, welcome to Wisdom at the Well. Today is day 45 of my 108-day commitment to create and communicate. And these couple of days right now are like my most challenging, if you will, because I'm not at my own home, I'm not in my own rhythm, and so I'm really getting to notice what I do around my own commitments and how I stay committed when I'm in other people's spaces and my time isn't just my own and all of that. And it's different, and in the past I tend to let go. Like I'll be like, "Oh, it's not that important. I can take a break and I don't want to inconvenience anybody. I don't want to cause anything that would disrupt the natural flow." I'm accommodating, you might say. And this time I've got several commitments that I can't really water down or give away my commitment. So my morning practice, which I've talked about with my morning pages, and now really incorporating the RPM, Rise P to the Mat, Bowspring yoga practice. And so what's great in this right now is that Liz takes her dog for a walk, and in the past I was out walking with them. Of course I was, right? I love that. But since I'm not able to walk right now, I noticed this morning that what I did is I used the hour she would go, that she went out for the walk, and that's when I did my morning pages, I did my yoga practice, took a shower, and took care of myself so that when she got back, I was ready and we could sit and have our morning coffee together and a chat. It worked so well, and I just noticed the ease with which I got to honor my commitment. She got to honor her commitment to her dog and take him for a walk. So another piece that's happening right now, or another daily practice, is that I haven't talked about at all, is I am facilitating a 30-day daily call at 3:30 in the afternoon for me. It's 7:30 in the morning for California people. And it's tending to the temple call gathering over Zoom for us to really drop into this Virgo time and step into how to bring daily practice, how to bring sacred practice into our lives, and to really cultivate that inner space, the inner temple. And there's days it's like I'm getting home by 3:30 and like actually organizing my day around it. So it's one thing when I'm on my own, it's another thing when I'm in somebody else's space and engaged in activities with them. So yesterday I arrived at her friend's house literally an hour before the call was to start. There was so much traffic, and so it took me 1 to 2 extra hours to get there than I had planned for. Anyway, I knew I was committed to being on this call, and I know that I need good Wi-Fi and a quiet space. And I asked for it. And it was so easy. They're like, "Well, of course, it's no problem. Here, blah, blah, blah." And they set me up in the sitting room, and it was really good. And then today, Liz and I were out to lunch with her sister, one of my other cousins, and her daughter, and I noticed it's like, oh, we needed to come back from the restaurant in Bath and make sure that we had time to get back here and I could get set up. The reason I'm sharing this is that I'm honoring my commitments even when I'm out in the world, even when it's maybe not so convenient. It's like I said to Liz, it's like, yeah, I have a call at 3:30 every day, and I just need to make sure I'm somewhere where I can be on that call and facilitating it. It would be great in a quiet place. Like I wouldn't want to do it in the middle of a restaurant or something. If I had to, I would. Anyway, honoring our commitments to ourselves, our priorities, even when it may be inconvenient or we perceive it as inconvenient for other people, even when it, like I noticed I felt shy about saying, well, I need to do this, and almost like, is it okay? And it's like, when I just come from a place of, hey, I need to do this, can I get your help? people really love to help and support. So I'm learning a lot. I'm really appreciating getting to step into this experience of honoring myself, honoring my priorities, honoring my commitments, even when, and especially when, it's not as convenient. Like being a radical inconvenience, even to myself, especially to myself. So that's really what I wanted to share about today. That's been my experience. And I guess the questions is where are you willing to be that stand, that commitment for yourself in your life, whether it's in your home life, your work life, when you're on your own, when you're with other people, and where do you give that away or justify not doing it to yourself? And then when you do that, what do you notice happens afterwards? Like when you get home, I notice it's harder to come back into the commitment of the daily practice, which is partly why I'm just like, I'm doing this and I'm honoring the choices I've made. The last piece I just want to share right now is this, is in sharing with Liz, I realized that I'm committing to these practices, of which I've got a few during this 6-month period, but I'm really curious about who am I going to be in February or March? Who am I going to be out of being in this committed place of taking on these practices and allowing them, inviting them to be my handrails to where I'm going without actually knowing where I'm going, without knowing exactly who I'm becoming, but being really curious, like, who am I becoming? Who am I remembering of myself to be? And so that adds a whole nother element to this journey for me. Like, who will I be in February and March? What parts of me will I have reconnected with and strengthened and cultivated? So who might you be if you even picked one practice, one daily commitment, one weekly commitment, and you did it? No matter what, you committed and you stepped into that fully, and in some ways like organized your life around it. So that's the pips for the day and the wisdom from the well. Until tomorrow.